Megan Gilbert winning the draw control in the center circle. She's fouled by Stevens. Brenna Adi cutting to the middle. We'll get a foul, and Madison Brown will get a chance at a free position attempt. Calvin cutting nicely across the middle of that inner arc. And they continually get foul calls against the Bulldogs. This shot is tipped around. It's off the post. It's picked back up and in the back of the net. Madison Brown got her own rebound. Persistent on the glass in a basketball sense. That persistence pays off. And Calvin leads at 6-0.
That last Calvin goal scored by Madison Brown.
Here's one for Brown, the senior on senior day. We'll step away in a moment and be back with more Calvin Women's Lacrosse. And welcome back to Zytema Field. Calvin Women's Lacrosse with the season finale today. Going to finish either in a tie for 4th or in 5th place in the conference, but Calvin Women's Lacrosse not looking eligible to win that tiebreaker and make it into the MIAA tournament. Unfortunate couple of results against Trine Hope and St. Mary's, but for Calvin Women's Lacrosse, trying to use this game to build some momentum and recognize those seniors. Here's a shot taken by Carly Castile, and it deflects off a Calvin player. That's off of Jessica Baker. Looks like she is all right. I'm not sure if it was the ball or the stick that hit her. And that will be a foul on Adrian. Yellow card on the Bulldogs. Baker right back in action after going down. It looks like she is all right. That's good. Brenna Adi outside. Cutting to her right with a lane to shoot, and she scores. Goal for Brenna Adi. Calvin seniors continue to strike.
Calvin goal number 18, Brenna Adi.
Make it 7-0 Calvin. Calvin feeling good with the lead right now. Adrian able to get this draw control with Castile. Calvin knocks it away, and now it's picked up by Jenna Anheuser. This one gets away up top from Carly Castile. 55 to shoot. Castile. Pressured by Baker. They'll say a foul on Jessica Baker. It'll be possession Adrian on the outer arc. Olive Stevens patrolling, finds Castile. And that'll be a free position attempt for Castile. From the wing. She goes inside. It's blocked away. Calvin gets the ball, but I believe that'll be a foul on the Knights. Another free position attempt for Castile. She shoots in a save made by Jessica Camp. Camp also races back to the end line to pick up the ground ball. Doing it all herself. Megan Chang bringing it forward for the Knights. Chang to Gilbert, save made by Avery Huckster. First save that Huckster's been able to make today. Adi from around the right side. Now takes a shot, it's off the post wide. Adi to Gilbert. She finishes just outside the crease. Great pass from senior to senior, and Megan Gilbert has another. She had 7 in a win against Albion, I believe.
Calvin goal, Megan Gilbert, assisted by Brenna Adi.
Either 7 or 8. In that game against Albion, she also set the single season record for goals scored in a season for the Knights. She's just adding on to it today. Calvin, 7:49 to play in the first quarter. Draw control. Brooke Barabbas gets it. Megan Gilbert almost takes it away, and now Barab is called for a foul. Adi bringing it forward. McClymont to Gilbert up top, looking inside for Adi. That one's knocked away. Gilbert will run down the ground ball. Calvin content to take some time here. McClymont spins and scores. Michaela McClymont on the spin. Spun right back over her right shoulder and found the top of the
Kelvin
net.
goal, number 11, Michaela McClymont.
Calvin's offense getting everybody involved today. 9-0. Foul on Brenna Adi as Olive Stevens hit the deck. Stevens makes it through. Foul on Jessica Baker and a yellow card. Two minutes for Baker, contact to the head. And a free position attempt for Olive Stevens. Stevens cutting, shooting, and scoring, and Adrian has one. Nice move to her left, gets it past Jessica Camp.
Adrian goal scored by number 3, Olive Stevens.
Baker released from the penalty, and the Knights back to full strength on the field as Stevens is called for the foul here on the draw control. Adi will get possession for the Knights. The foul, so it'll be Adi's ball in the outer arc. Kelly Ruha inside, and she scores again. The Knights continue to find Ruha, and she continues to produce.
Calvin goal scored by number 16, Kelly Ruha.
A believe that's 5 goals in the game for Kelly Ruha. She has been leading the way. Gilbert wins the draw control. Clymont will step it over to Ward. There's a shot from Gilbert. It's saved, and then it trickled closer to the net. Avery Huckster able to keep an eye on that one and grab it before it went in the back of the net. Madison Brown able to knock the stick out of the hands of Olivia Gedman to get the turnover. There's a steal from Carly Castile. Her pass to Stevens is knocked down. Lisa Luan called for the foul. So Stevens will have it behind the net. Inside, she finds a teammate point-blank shot from Brooke Barabbas, but it's blocked by Jessica Camp. What a save there by Camp. Barabbas had a close look at it. Camp was still ready. The Knights quickly flip the field. Gilbert shoots and scores. Nice pass from the outside there.
Kelvin
pass,
goal,
good shot.
scored by Megan Gilbert, assisted by Kelly Rua.
Kelly Ruha with the assist. What a game for Ruha so far. And for this Calvin team, that makes it a 10-goal lead. So I believe that will make the clock run. Brenna Adi inside, and she is fouled. I'll call charging, actually. Ruha able to cause that turnover, knocking Jocelyn Potter's stick in the opposite direction that Potter intended. Adi cutting towards the middle. Her shot is just wide, but Calvin keeps possession. Inside, Madison Brown catches the pass from Ruha, and she scores. That's a goal for Brown.
Calvin goal scored by Madison Brown, assisted by Kelly Ruha.
Ruha was scoring earlier, now getting in on the assist action with a couple in a row. And Madison Brown, the senior, has another one on an excellent shot. Just a minute of running clock to go in the quarter. Katie Winkle racing to the far sideline to grab a ground ball there. Adrian comes away with it with Castile. Inside. Camp able to take one away from Olive Stevens, but now Jessica Camp gets caught out of the crease. And a couple players hit the ground. Stevens trying to knock it away from Jessica Camp and get a quickie. That will be the end of the quarter. Calvin leads at 12-1. After one, a good quarter for the Knights. We'll be back in a moment with more Calvin women's lacrosse. Welcome back to Zytema Field here on the campus of Calvin University. Second quarter underway, and the Knights win the draw control. Katie Winkle knocks this one out of bounds. The Bulldogs are back on the ball. Carly Castile brings it over the line. Stevens' pass to Cassidy McGeorge gets away. It's picked up now by Maggie Bean. Castile. Behind the net. Adrian with a very patient offense so far. Not forcing any passes that aren't there, trying to keep possession. Castile does make it past her defender and scores. Got Dorlag behind her. Carly Castile has one to make it a 10-goal game. I think that will take us out of a running clock scenario. So the clock will stay rolling because it's still a 10-goal game.
That goal by Adrian was by Carly Castile.
If Adrian brings it within 10, then the clock will go back to normal operations. Here's a turnover from the Knights. That one got away from Kelly Ruha. The pass from Madison Brown. Up the sideline, Lucia Kamar. Makes it around a couple defenders. And over the line. Camp ends up with the save. She'll bomb one deep. Kelly Ruha is there. And she is fouled by Adrian. It's a good foul. As Ruha picks it back up and immediately begins her attack. Inside, Madison Brown found a lane and she scores. Madison Brown with the goal for the Knights. On her own, right through the middle. Nice move up top. She freed herself up. Went with a low shot, and Madison Brown is having a nice game
scored
as
by number
well.
2, Madison Brown.
13-2. It's not the only athletic action going on campus today. The seniors having their processional ceremony rehearsal today. So several of these Calvin athletes having to miss rehearsal for some of these games. We'll see if they are able to remember where to go for graduation tomorrow. I think they'll be all right. Calvin baseball in action with a huge win over Hope. Game 1 down on the baseball field behind us in the scoring booth. That was a 5-0 win for Calvin, and to hold Hope scoreless at a baseball game this year is something to write home about. Calvin softball, I believe, just taking a lead on Kalamazoo in a big game for the MIAA standings implications, as Calvin tries to hang on to a top 4 spot. Calvin men's lacrosse in action tonight on this same field. I believe they will take on Hope. Aldridge inside. Takes the shot, it's over the top. McClymont gets there first. (13-2) Calvin. Trying to build the lead. Shot inside, saved. Calvin able to keep possession with Gilbert up top. Aldridge to Adi on the cut. And Brenna Adi is fouled. Free position attempt for Brenna Adi. Just outside the inner arc. Adi will see what she can do. She shoots and scores. There's a new goalkeeper in the game, but she is not listed on the roster, number 42. So a new goalie for Adrian, but some of the same results. Calvin's shooting still pinpoint accurate, tough to save. Number 42 in goal. It's number 42. Clarifying here in the booth. Apologize for that. Adrian wins the draw control. Brooke Barabbas able to get it to Olive Stevens. This one gets away from Jenna Anheuser on the pass, and the Knights take it back. Here's a toss up to Madison Brown. She tries to move it ahead, but it gets away. May Sun is fouled there. Stevens working up the near sideline. Megan Chang's going to get a yellow card for that extra little check there. (14-2). It's been all Calvin all the way here. Olive Stevens shoots, it's blocked. Liska Luan will roll it out to herself. Break a couple ankles, sending a player to the ground with the cuts. Now we'll get a call. That'll be a yellow card on number 25, Cassidy McGeorge. So each team with a player down. On the sideline for the penalty. So it's Calvin Ball back in defense with Baker. Jessica Camp will get it. Throw it forward. It's taken away there. Maggie Bean with the steal. Lucia Kamar. Liska Luan able to take it away from Kamar. I'll call it a foul on Luan. Megan Gilbert makes the steal on the pass from Stevens. Stevens with the pass, and Gilbert takes it away. Megan Gilbert taking it all the distance. She lost at the last moment. It's a foul on Adrian, and Kelly Ruha will go to the draw control, or to the free position area line. Caught behind the net there, contested for possession after a save. Be Calvin Ball. Aldridge behind the net. Calvin sends a couple of cutters inside. There's a foul on Jenna Anheuser. Nope, it's charging on the Knights. Moving the other way with it, Lucia Kamar. After a Calvin turnover. Only about a minute left of running clock here in the half. There's a pass that gets away. Picked up back there by Bean. Adrian fires one across the face of the net with Cassidy McGeorge. Adrian keeps possession out there in the corner with Olive Stevens. They look to pass it back to Stevens from Barabbas, but it gets away. And that will be the half. Calvin leads at 14-2 after one, controlling from the jump. See if Calvin's able to continue to control here in the second half. What a game for Kelly Ruha to start off 5 goals and a couple assists there in the first half. Calvin making it happen on senior day. We'll be back in a moment after the half with the rest of this matchup between Calvin and Adrian. This is Calvin Women's Lacrosse. Welcome back to Zidema Field for the second half between Calvin and Adrian. Draw control at midfield is won by the Bulldogs. Stepping in to take it, Carly Castile. Olive Stevens and Castile have been the mainstays in the Adrian offensive end, but Adrian has struggled to score in bunches. Here's a shot right away from Castile, I believe. That one's knocked down and saved by Camp. Long pass to McClymont complete. Michaela McClymont will bring it forward. Laney Aldridge shooting. That one's deflected away. Adrian unable to get it to McGeorge in the midfield in the pass from Castile, and Calvin gets it back. It's Ruha over there. Jessica Baker bringing it over the line. She gets it to Adi, who proceeds to drop it. But Brenna back on the ball. Gilbert to her right, shooting, it's wide. Calvin maybe getting just a bit flat-footed and complacent here with the 12-goal lead in this game. Not looking like it'll even be a contest. Gilbert had it knocked away by Barabbas, but that'll be a foul on Brooke Barabbas. Gilbert scores. Megan Gilbert right to the front of the net. Straight line, wastes no time. Megan Gilbert has another.
Calvin goal scored by number 12, Megan Gilbert.
For the Knights, this will be the last game of the season, most likely, unless something crazy happens in some other games today with Hope and St. Mary's. Calvin unable to get one of those 3 wins against Trine, Hope, or St. Mary's, and that would have been huge for them. The highlight of this season is certainly going to be the game on Wednesday when the Knights were able to beat the #1 team in the MIAA, the Albion Britons. Now try to put a pin on it here with a victory over Adrian as well. Finish above 500 in the conference. Michaela McClymont inside, it's knocked away. Foul called on Adrian. Calvin gets a free position attempt and a goal from Brenna. Nice work to earn the attempt, and she converts from the front. Didn't even take it any closer, just took her shot, and she connects.
Kelvin goal scored by Brenna Adi.
Gilbert flinging the draw control high and wide. It's picked up by Jocelyn Porter, and a foul called on Brenna Adi. Olivet with it on the right wing. Or, excuse me, Adrian. They'll pass the ball behind the net for Bean. It's back here with Samantha Krawczyk. Knocked away from her and out of bounds by Liska Luan. So Adrian keeps the ball. Shot taken by Stevens just over the net. So shot clock. So it'll go to the Knights. Camp loves those long passes, and she's found Michaela McClymont on a few of them. McClymont continues to make herself available. Sticks through a couple of tough cross checks. Megan Gilbert up top. Charging right. It's cleared out for her. She finds the top of the net and scores. Calvin runs that clear out play a lot, and once again it is successful. Megan Gilbert gets another for the Knights. It's 17-2.
Kelvin goal scored by number 12, Megan Gilbert.
Baseball in a close one with Hope in game number 2 down on the baseball field behind us. 6-6 heading to the bottom of the 5th. Calvin got the one they needed to to put themselves in a better chance to make the MIAA conference tournament. But both of these today would just be an incredible result for the Knights. Calvin very much right in it there. Calvin softball able to get the win against Kalamazoo in game 1 in 8 innings, I believe. Kirsten Krause going the distance for the Knights there. A couple of good contests on the diamond for Calvin baseball and softball. Here, I don't know if I can call this one quite as competitive of a contest as Calvin has controlled from the start. Adrian has not had the answers, and the Knights are looking to finish their year with a win. Aldridge, shot taken, saved. Here's a shot taken again, and it's off the post. Charging is called on Laney Aldridge for bowling in there. A windy day here in Grand Rapids. You can hear it howling more as some clouds start to roll in just a little bit. Over 60 degrees and beautiful. I believe that's actually going to be a card for Aldridge. Yellow card for Laney Aldridge. Adrian able to break the pressure. There's a foul on the Knights quick as Adrian will take it from up top. Shot taken, but it's over the net from Krawczyk. Behind the net, Jocelyn Potter gets it inside for a cutting Olive Stevens, and Stevens is fouled. Free position attempt for Olive Stevens. Look up and see the tennis scoreboard up there. Blessed to have tennis in action outside on Wednesday. Huge congrats to Calvin head coach. Here's a save inside by the Knights. Calvin head tennis coach Professor John Ross named the Professor of the Year by the class of 2022. Cool honor for Coach Ross and all the work he does with kinesiology, and just want to recognize the work that he is doing and all of the ways that it's helping the Calvin community. Shot taken inside. It's golfed out of there by Lise Luan. Michaela McClymont up the far sideline. She's fouled. Gilbert Brown now Adi. under 10 seconds here in the third. And that will end the third. At the end of the third quarter, we're hearing word now that putting together here at the end of the season one of the better seasons in Calvin women's lacrosse goalie history. Keep you updated on where she stands in the record books there. For Calvin, a 17-2 lead heading into the fourth. We'll be back in a moment with more Calvin women's lacrosse. Welcome back to Zidema Field for the fourth quarter. The Knights trying to keep possession there on the far side. It gets away from Megan Chang. She's fighting for it in the corner, and it's picked up by Jocelyn Potter instead. Now here's a hit to the head as Potter is hit from behind. That'll be a yellow card on Lainey Aldridge. I believe that's her second. So I believe, does that mean that Aldridge is disqualified? We'll keep an eye, but I believe that that's it for the day for Aldridge. Behind the net, McClymont. Adi. That's to her right. Lost the ball there. say it was a pass there back to Ruha getting away, so a turnover. At the far sideline, falling down, Jenna Anheuser, and she loses the ball. Megan Gilbert outside, taking a shot, and it's saved there. Gilbert will get a yellow for bringing the stick too back and too hard of a shot. So Calvin with more players on the bench than they would usually have here. 2 players down. Adrian unable to hold on to possession up the near side with Bean and May's son. That pass gets away and the Knights are back on it. Katie Winkle trying to take it up the sideline. Megan Chang on the attack. Has it knocked away. The Knights pressuring Castile heavily. She'll bounce one back to Olivia Jedman. Jocelyn Potter moves forward with the ball. Inside, shot taken and a save made by Jessica Camp against Brooke Barabbas. Camp biding her time. Surveying like a quarterback back there. Gonna make Barabbas come get her. Now she passes to Madison Brown. We'll get a timeout here taken by the Knights with 10 minutes to play. We'll be back in a moment. This is Calvin Women's Lacrosse. We are back in action here. Calvin has not looked back since grabbing the early lead. Clock running. Lainey Aldridge done for the day with 2 yellow cards, both incidental, but an unfortunate end to her season. However, it's looking up for the Knights as a whole. Pass up front, gets away. It's deflected. Ani needs to shoot it, doesn't get the shot off in time. That'll be a shot clock violation. Turning it back over to the Bulldogs. Got just about 10 minutes before we are finished up here. Kylie Ward gets it to Adi here. Brenna Adi looking for somewhere to go with it. Is that going to be called a foul here on Carly Castile? I believe so. Inside, Gilbert catches and scores. Adi to Gilbert. You've seen it before. You'll see it again. That senior pairing knows how each other works. So effective, the senior from Grand Rapids and the senior from Lansing.
Kelton
The
goal
offensive
scored
engine
by
of this team.
number 12, Megan Gilbert.
They continue
Assist
to
by number
find each
18,
other
Brenna
and
Adi.
score. Kelvin and Hope baseball going back and forth. Hope just hit a 3-run bomb to take the lead 9-7. Calvin had the lead 7-6 after, I believe we were tied at 6. A couple more lead changes happened even before that. And in between games, these fans in the stands might want to head down towards the baseball field and see what's going on with that contest. Madison Brown, looks like her stick is broken in some way, shape, or form. Michaela McClymont takes it away. She is fouled there by Jenna Anheuser. A yellow card on Anheuser for a hit to the head. Inside, Gilbert takes a shot. That one's past the net. Ruha. Up top to Gilbert. Brenna Adi to her right, finds the space, but it's saved. Nice save made by the mystery goalie. Kelly Ruha takes this one away from Kamar. Kamar knocks it back away. Ruha will pick it up on the baseline. Megan Chang now with a wide open lane right to the bucket. Her shot saved first try. I don't think she realized how open she was to just go and shoot it. Another save. Another timeout here. I'm not sure taken by who. We'll be back in a moment with Calvin Women's Lacrosse. We're back in action here in Adrian. Looking to pass to the sideline, Carly Castile. Nice move to make it past McClymont, Kylie Ward. Olive Stevens up top. Here's one that gets towards the net. It's shuffled past Camp with people flunging all over the place. They'll say no goal. This Camp is shaken up. It looked like a couple of Calvin players collided to knock the ball into the back of the net accidentally. It's going to be a free position attempt from straight away for Brooke Barabbas. Now they'll stop the clock. Shot taken and a goal for Brooke Barabbas. Nice shot in the lower left pocket. I feel like there's some confusion going on down there between the coaches, and everybody's got a different idea for clock and goals and timeouts and whatever it is, and looks like we're set back to play. With all the rules
That goal
in this
by Adrian,
game,
the score by number 19, Brooke Barabbas.
here's a foul on Bean. I feel like in games that aren't close, it's pretty easily for things to get chippy because teams can get easily frustrated with how the rules are applied, even if they're applied correctly in the late goings. And now Calvin is going to take a timeout. I'm not sure why, but like I said, it's just like between weird rules that do and don't get called in a blowout like this, and you get a couple hits to the head and people get concerned about safety, especially when the gameplay isn't necessarily pivotal to the end result. It can get chippy, and obviously we hope that each team allows cooler heads to prevail. .207 to play in this game, and not really much left to be decided, but once we come out of that timeout, I believe we'll be able to finish this one off and call it a day for Calvin Women's Lacrosse. Looking like they will move to 4-3 in the conference to finish the season, 7-8 overall. An excellent win over Albion this week. The key highlight of the year. Adrian looking like they will finish 0-7 in the conference, 4-12 overall. As Callie Bills sees her first season here for Adrian coming to a close without too much to build on, but it's kind of how it works when you start. A lot of times you got to build from nothing, and that's what Bills will try to do. Bills previously served as head coach at Elmhurst Women's Lacrosse and at Lindenwood. Graduate of Northern Arizona. So she's been around and led a couple different programs and knows how to build them. She'll try to do the same here with this Adrian program. Lots of pressure against Megan Gilbert. Gilbert, the senior, we will see her back next year. That's encouraging. Megan Gilbert is an excellent player as Olive Stevens makes a steal there behind the net. For this Calvin Women's Lacrosse team, they'll be happy to see what she can do for the Knights next year. Yellow card on Brenna Adi, I believe, here as this game seems like it's clunking to an end. Stevens had it knocked away for a second. She just picks it up and calmly continues on. That's going to be all for this one. Adrian looking to add a goal here at the end. Castile. Shot taken just wide of the net for Avery Huckster, I believe, who was the goalie at the start of the game and is now playing the field. Jessica Camp will come out from behind the net and start working her way forward, as she likes to do. Megan Gilbert to Kelly Ruha. Calvin scores. (18-2), that will be a final. Calvin wins today.
A final goal
19-3,
scored by number
excuse me.
16, Kelly Ruha. Final scores, Calvin 19 and Adrian 3. I want to thank the fans from both sides for coming on out. There is a men's game to follow, but if you are heading home, have a great rest of the weekend, especially for those of you who are in town for graduation. And thank you for supporting these two teams and for coming on out today. Please travel home safely when you do.
So Calvin finishes the year 4-3, 7-8. Adrian 0-7, 4-12. An excellent game for the Knights to finish the season, and we got men's lacrosse coming up at 7 if you want to tune in for that. Otherwise, thank you for your support all season long. For those of you who've watched all these women's lacrosse broadcasts, thank you for being here for this team and supporting from afar. We will catch you next year for the Knights. The program continues to build. We wish Coach Blake Boehm the most of success as he tries to make this program climb. We look forward to see where it goes. For Jeff Phoebus and the rest of the Sports Information crew, my name is Jeff Vanderploeg signing off for one final time from a women's lacrosse broadcast. 19-3 the final. Thank you and have a good night.